Hi, I'm Rick, Cooking with Rick. Today I'm going to do a session on gnocchi. You know, I grew up gnocchi thinking it was spelled with an N, N-O-O, but it's a G-N. What do I know? I mean, gnocchi. That's what I was always told, gnocchi. And then people used to say, well, why would you put potatoes in it? Because that's why they call it gnocchi. I mean, it's like, this is cool stuff. This is good. So I'm still up in upstate country at my daughter's house. You know what? Great having a daughter. You know, it's terrific. She just allows me to be my own thing. She's outside right now with the two dogs, the Goldens, out there playing, and the neighbor's dogs playing with them. I told you that story where I turned around and the dog came in, invited himself in, or they invited him in, whatever. Anyway, so they were all out playing, having a good time. And I posted my signs. Quiet, please. I'm really having a lot of fun. All right, so yesterday I went to a supermarket up here, which is really great. Wegmans, they just got about everything you can think of. Anyway, I bought these Melanie potatoes. You know, all the assorted colored ones. Here we go, look. Take a look at this, right? I can actually show you here, right? Kind of cool. So what you do is you get some potatoes, and the first thing you got to do is you got to peel them. You know what it is to peel potatoes. I mean, it's like 100 years. I mean, especially these little guys. I mean, they're like nothing. So what I do is I put it in a pot, boiling water, a little bit of salt, not a lot, just a little, and let it boil and boil and boil until the skin starts to crack, and then you peel them. Hey, how'd I learn that? Yeah, I did tell you I was in the Army, right? Anyway, I did cook in the Army. That was the thing to do. All right, one of these, and this looks pretty good. So what you want to do is you want to just crush them. So I'm going to crush these potatoes, and what we're going to do is crush them. What's the word? Mash. Yeah, great show that was, wasn't it? Great TV show. Right. The movie was good too, but the TV show was great. I mean, Alan Albert, fabulous in it. Terrific. This, I got to put some a little pepper in here. I got some of this black pepper. Let's just. The interesting thing about making gnocchi is every Italian person I know has a different way of doing it. I mean, you could, it's pretty much basic. You do that, but when you have to make the dough and roll them out, and people use their fingers, people use a fork. You'll see that as I go along, and people will use a cheese grater. All right, here's some salt. Throw some salt in there, right? Normally I would throw a little garlic powder in there, but I don't think so. Because I'm going to mash them as best as I can. I'm going to pop an egg in here, all right? Now, that is debatable. Some people want an egg, some people don't want an egg. Hey, what's the name of this place? Cooking with Rick? It's Rick's. All right, so I got an egg in it, all right? Now, just, squish it all together. What you want to do is you want to get this pretty well mashed good, all right? Because what you're going to do with it is I'm going to put some flour in here and mix it with the flour. So flour to it. The thing about the potatoes, you don't want all potatoes. You need to have flour to make it work, all right? So let's throw a little bit of flour in here. See what happens. We're starting to, all right, so here we go. We want to mix it with the spoon, right? All right. All right, let's go. Take the hand and start. Now, it's almost like when you do dough, when you make like a pizza or something, you feel the consistency to come together, all right? This is what we're doing. We're going to try to the phone rings or whatever, or I got to do something, I got the other hand free and it doesn't have the stuff on it. So, all right. Just continue to knead it, and it becomes like this. Probably this feels about maybe 2 pounds. I don't know, whatever. So now we have it, and what we want to do is we want to make it into to the gnocchis, you know, to little baby macaronis. Now, like I said, my mom heavy into this. She did this a lot. My mother-in-law, great lady. She made a good gnocchi, and her thing was never use water. And she'll be a little ticked at me. I had to put a little bit of water in, just not a little, so to get it to gel together. Well, ever. All right. So now we got this done. So now what we need to do is we need to put some flour on this board. So a little flour there, right? And Belly stopped playing outside, so she come in the house to see what was going on. You know, and Scout with it. Okay, guys. Hang on. You don't eat dope. You know, you don't eat this. Well, the great thing about dogs is, you know, everybody would say, well, you feed them at the table. Well, you feed them things like carrots. I mean, they don't know what you're eating. They don't know you're eating a steak. It may smell different, but they don't know that. So, you know, hey. All right. You know, give them a carrot. And take both hands, right? Start in the middle. And just roll it out, right? Okay. All right, I trim this piece. I'm going to do roll it in some flour, starting in working its way out, starting in the middle and working way out. I like this knife, and just cut. Don't cut like big pieces. Cut small pieces like so. Pick up a gnocchi like so, and put it into the flour, and rub it in the flour, and then just twist it. Well, actually not twist it, but I mean, here we go. Roll it. See? Take one here. I'm doing it with one finger. What I've done is I put them on the a tablecloth and I let them sit for a while so they get nice and hard, the gnocchi that I made. I was going to take some of them out and put them in the freezer to let them get cold. So somebody said to me, I've heard this before. Actually, it was Gabriella from Tapas Italiano, the head chef, where I did a video. She came up with this, a chef must think like a scientist, organize like an accountant, and plate like an artist, and cook like a grandmother. I mean, that was really fabulous. Okay, what I'm doing now is taking these gnocchis and putting them into the bowl with paper towels so I can get rid of the excess flour. Okay, what I did is I removed the gnocchi out of the bowl with the paper. This way I've got rid of all the excess flour that was on there. So now here, and I can see a lump of butter. All right, we want to put some olive oil in there. My California olive oil. Let's see how that works, right? Put some of that in there, right? How that works out. What you do is you throw the spinach in, right? And you leave it in there for a while, for like 5 minutes, and then you want it to wilt. So here we got some spinach. Let's just dump some in here now, okay? Yeah, and I have a cover that we'll put on top of it. All right? Well, that's done. So now let's put some of these gnocchis into this pot. So when they start to boil, I can take them out and set them out. Okay? There we go. I should lower the flame. Yeah, we don't need it that high, right? Get my fork. Yep, it's going, looking good. All right, so we throw some more in here. All right, and the spinach should be wilted enough. I mean, too high, otherwise it'll start to burn the garlic. So let's do that. Let's check here. Okay, it's done. I plated it. Nice small portion. You want just enough. All right, we have it. in here because then it overpowers it, so it has a nice look to it. I can probably, well, show you. Okay. Well, the frozen ones are done. See, what you do with that is just freeze it and then throw it. Then you can put it in a bag. See, they're like how, and then you can put it away, and they're not going to stick with each other. They don't stick together, right? So I got these. So there's enough there. So you could probably make it with a gravy on Sunday. All right. Meanwhile, those other ones are done. Okay. When you're ready, you just same way. Throw them in boiling water. Boom, 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 and it's done. Usually, a trick would be to season the water that you use. I would recommend, chicken stock, but you don't really need chicken stock. Use vegetable stock. It's going to work great for vegetarians. It's pretty good. All right. So now we got it. Now the trick is you want to suck all the air out of there. All right. So you put it down so it doesn't like frost when it freezes. All right. Okay. And then we can throw that in the freezer, and we're ready to go. If you like, subscribe. All right. Give me a thumbs up. Okay. Take care of yourselves, and thank you.